Hi everyone, I am Eve the Medium and welcome to Eve the Medium TV. If you're new to my channel and you're interested in learning a bit more about spirituality or finding out how you can develop your gifts, I recommend that you subscribe to my channel and also click the notification bell to be notified when any of my new videos are up. Well, today's video is in regards to destiny swapping. I uploaded a short video on TikTok and Instagram, and so many people ask me, when are you going to go further into it? But I had already planned on making a more detailed video in regards to this subject. But this is something that I knew a long time ago about. Destiny swapping is used in other religions. I am not going to specify in what religions. I'm not going to go deep into that because that's going to be a more complicated subject. But I'm going to go into depth in regards to what is destiny swapping and what my spirits have revealed to me about destiny swapping. Destiny swapping, as I mentioned in my short reel, this does not just come out of nowhere. Someone has to be basically hating on you. Someone has to have some sort of feelings against you. When your light bothers another person, when it bothers them that you have succeeded, it bothers them that you attract people, because this is within your aura. We are born with this gift. We are born with this blessing that God gives you. When someone has that shine about them, that as you may think, everything works out for them, this is a blessing that God has placed on that person, an anointing. A lot of people see it and they think it's just that person's just lucky, and they get jealous. It bothers them. Their luck bothers them. But they do not understand that there is a process that this person must go through. As I mentioned before, a diamond shines. It must be broken. It must be polished. It goes through a whole lot of process before you see that shine. But all you see is the shine. You do not know about the process. And everyone that is born with a gift has to go through a process. And trust me and believe me, sometimes it is extremely hard. When you see these people shining, and I am going to put myself as an example. A lot of people see me and they think that this gift was just given to me, that I did not have to work on it. I have been through a lot. And everything we go through is to make us better at whatever gift we have, is to make us stronger, especially when it comes to spirituality. It is not just given to us. This is something that we must work for. Everyone that has a gift must work for it, must polish it, must strengthen it. And that is why God gives certain gifts to certain people, because those people, when they come to earth, they are equipped with every weapon. Every knowledge is provided for them to sharpen their gift. It is not as simple as many think. You see a person with blessings, that God has blessed them with certain things. It is not just given to them. So going back into the detail of destiny swapping. What is destiny swapping? Basically, someone wants what you have, right? So a lot of people go into witchcraft to block somebody's luck, to destroy somebody's blessing, to dull somebody's shine. But one thing they do not understand is that what God giveth, no one can take away. Every single person that comes into this earth comes with a gift, comes with a purpose. And before we leave this earth, we must fulfill that purpose. Every single one of us. And by you trying to do this person shine or blocking their blessings through witchcraft, this person can be affected by what you're doing, and it can create some problems in that person's life. But one thing you do not understand is that you cannot take away somebody's blessing. You cannot take away somebody's purpose. Again, when God sends someone with a certain anointing, they are also protected. They are protected by God. They are protected by their spirits. So that being said, you can disturb the journey. But once that person awakens to the truth, and we're speaking about a person that has no idea what their gift is, that has no idea about their anointing, because this is the only person that you can attack spiritually with witchcraft. Someone that does not know what they're here for. But once that person awakens to their truth, once that person realizes, I am being attacked because I am a light in this world. I am being attacked because I have an anointing. I am being attacked because I was chosen by God for this path or to fulfill this purpose. Immediately, what was sent to destroy that person dissipates, because everyone has spirit guides. And it's like a light bulb that lights in that person's mind. and they understand the task at hand. They understand what they need to do. And immediately they start looking for spiritual cleansing, healing, protection, and finding out who they truly are, what is their purpose, and begin to strengthen that purpose. And everything that was sent to that person goes back to whoever sent it. Because when you try to take someone's destiny, swap somebody's destiny for yours, which is impossible, you cannot do. Just to make that clear, you cannot swap somebody's destiny for yours. Meaning that person's luck or blessing and anointing goes to you and yours goes to them. You cannot. What is yours. In whatever journey, whatever path you're meant to walk, you're going to walk it. Whether you like it or not, it does not matter what you do. When you destiny swap, you're not only taking that person's luck or light. You cannot take that person's light, but just to say, just as a figure of speech, you cannot take that person's light. You could duel it, but you cannot take that person's light. That light cannot be taken and placed on another person. What you're drawing into is to that person's energy. So you're absorbing that person's negative energy, if there is any, that person's negative experiences, whatever's affecting that person at the moment, you're also absorbing that, and add that to whatever you're going through. Because it's not like your life is going to quickly switch around and you're going to have all this luck and you're going to have all this shine. That is not the way it works. It's important to understand what destiny swapping is and what will and will not happen. So this video is basically discouraging you from the idea of destiny swapping. You cannot take somebody's destiny away. You cannot block somebody's destiny. You cannot block somebody's purpose. You cannot remove somebody's anointing. Because once that person awakens and knows who they truly are, and they begin to protect themselves with prayer, drawing closer to God, to their spirits, whatever you have done will be destroyed. Now, a lot of people have asked me, how can we prevent this? And the first thing, as I mentioned in another video, it is so important to know yourself, to find out what you're here for. What's your purpose? What are your gifts? And try to stay on your path. Another way to protect yourself and to prevent this from happening, or from anyone even trying to destiny swap with you, prayer protects you and draws you closer to God. The closer to God you are, the more protected you are. The closer you are to your spirits, the more protected you are. And the more you find out about your gifts and start nurturing that gift, the more protected you are. I also always recommend spiritual cleansing, meaning spiritual hygiene is a way of maintaining your aura cleansed, clear of any psychic attacks. Because psychic attacks do exist. Negative energy does exist. Sending of the dead does exist. But as long as you are aware of these things, that they exist, you can protect yourself against them. And never ever, no matter what you go through, surrender and give up on your gifts because you're being attacked. Remember, you are going to be put through the fire in order to make you stronger. It's not meant to break you. Your experiences, your challenges are not meant to break you. God will not give you a battle that you cannot handle or that you cannot win. And anyone that has a purpose, a spiritual purpose, or a higher purpose in this world is going to be attacked. There is always going to be someone. Otherwise, you're going to go through the world in la la land. And you're not going to appreciate your gift, and you're not going to value it. That is why we experience so much those that are anointed, those that are gifted. There will always be someone that wants what you have because they feel they lack it. There will always be someone that feels small next to you because they cannot see themselves. It's very important not to want what another person has, especially when you do not know your qualities, when you do not know your gifts. And God knows, maybe you may have a bigger gift and you're so focused on that person, strengthening that person, because every time you put your focus on that person, you're sending them energy. So you're depleting your energy. You're neglecting your gifts. You're neglecting your purpose because you're so focused on somebody else. And you're mismanaging your time here on earth when you should be investing in yourself. So destiny swapping is something that I do not recommend to anyone because eventually it can destroy you. What is going to happen? It's going to double your problems. One, karma will always come back to get you. Number two, whatever struggles that person's going through is going to you. If that person is on the receiving end of any negative energy, you're going to be absorbing that. So is it worth it? Of course not. Nurture your own gift, strengthen your own gift, be who you are. Make sure that you make your own light shine brighter. I received a message a couple of months back from my spirits. And this was something I was just sitting there meditating, and this was just something that came out of the blue. It was as if I was looking at the universe and I was shown like small sparkles of light. Some were brighter and some were dimmer. And I was told that this was us. All those little lights were human souls. And I was also shown that the ones that the lights were dimmed will try take the light from them and make theirs brighter. But what happened was everything around them became darker. Meaning when you try to burn out somebody else's light, you stay in the dark. And on the contrary, when you stick together with someone whose light shines very bright, yours shines as well. So dimming somebody else's light is not going to help you shine brighter. Trying to eliminate somebody that has a gift is not going to place you in the spotlight. So the bottom line is destiny swapping will never work. It can affect somebody's luck. It can affect somebody's mood, somebody's energy, but you cannot destiny swap. Impossible. What's meant for you is for you, and you come equipped into this earth to fulfill that purpose. You cannot fulfill somebody's purpose. You cannot copy somebody else, even if you try. There's imitators. You can imitate a person, but never ever to a T. There's always something that the other person does differently. So if you wanted to do a little bit more in regards to destiny swapping, this is your video. It doesn't work. Can be tried, but at the end of the day, you will get the short end of the stick. And whatever that person has been through, you're going to be taking that onto yourself. Protect yourself. Finding out what's your gift, what's your purpose. Nourish that. Strengthen it. Draw yourself closer to God, to your spirits, and keep an open mind, because we live in a world where everything exists. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if at any time you're interested in a spiritual path reading with me, you can point your phone camera to the QR code on the screen, and it will take you to my website where you can book a reading. God bless you, and I wish you much love and light.